Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at this new tricolor 3D print filament that I recently got from Aceaddity. Let's open it up and check it out. So out of the box, we got a nice kilogram spool right here, vacuum sealed for freshness. What's really nice too is once you tear it open, it's actually Ziploc, so you'll be able to reuse the bag again if you ever want to. So that's kind of nice and convenient, extra touch for keeping all of your filaments nice and dry as much as possible. And what we've got here is a recycled cardboard spool. I think that's actually kind of nice. And if we come in real close, you'll also notice that here they have some measurements, which I think is super helpful. So you can see how many grams or how much length you still have left as you work your way down the spool. Super helpful for me. I've only been printing for 6 months. So once my spool is almost up, I have no idea if I have enough filament for a big print or not. So that's going to be super beneficial. So as mentioned, this is a tricolor filament and it's split 3 ways lengthwise down the spool. So I'm really excited to see what kind of prints I'm going to get and how this color is going to lay out as I do those different prints. So let's get to it. I'll see you in a little bit with some final results. All right, so we're back. I had a few days to run off some different prints. We're going to take a closer look at these ones here, but you can see right off the bat, these things look amazing, and this filament here worked exceptionally great as well. I always say run it hot, run it slow. I did have to run this really slow right here, so 220 degrees. The initial layer, 5 millimeters per second with a travel speed of 80 millimeters per second to get it to stick. Now, I don't use a spray bed adhesive. Maybe I should, I don't know. Maybe it's just my printer's not calibrated right for one reason or another. But aside from that, ran it really slow. After that first initial layer set, everything else right back up to full speed and everything stuck great. Now, sometimes you need a brim, sometimes you don't. Really just depends on what you're printing and how large or small it is when it goes down onto the base plate. So if we come in a little bit closer, these are my 3 favorite things to print off when I'm testing stuff. I don't really know, but so this is the Addams Family Wednesday type of hand right here. Kind of as you go around, you can see how all the different colors change. It looks amazing, but if we start on one side, we got this nice little purplish action right here, and as it starts to rotate, it transitions into the blue, right, and it kind of becomes like a bluish green, right, as we transition over into the yellow. So we got this really cool color changing effect here just on the hand, right? Batman Buddha, always a friend of mine, and I love to print him off too. So this has got some really cool colors, and it almost looks kind of hologram in nature as you kind of go back and forth. Yes, but same deal here, right? We go here, we got like green up here a little bit, but it's really transitions into that blue. Slowly as you start to come around the corner here, yeah, it starts to turn purple, and then you come back out the other side. And this has a real nice color change, so I like the contrast between the yellow and the purple and the way that it transitions. Yes, and it goes around just like that. And then the same thing with my benchy over here, right? I always print off a little benchy boat here. And you can kind of see how those color change as you go around. So once you start to understand how the colors print out, right, you might want to think about how you orient your print on the bed so that you can get particular sides to display a different color for that cool transition effect. So at the end of the day, I really enjoyed using this tricolor filament by Aceaddity. This was actually my first time using a tricolor filament, so I don't have enough good things to say about this, but all of these things came out looking amazing, especially when you start to rotate them around. Like I said, run it hot, run it slow, and it'll start to stick to your bed, and then you can ramp everything up to full speed. And once you get the hang of it and figure out how you want things done, you're gonna have tons of awesome, creative, and interesting looking 3D prints.